it'd be fair to say that we are a company that is fortunate in that we're in a position to bring a lot of value to the table, not only with our health products and our nutrition and our wellness, but also with our opportunity with so many people finding this downturn in the economy worldwide, challenging them with isolation, a fact of life for so many people around the world. People are missing out on income. They're missing out on so much right now. So we're in a very fortunate and blessed place where we can bring an opportunity to the table that can make a difference. So thanks for being on the call. And what I'd like to do now is pass you over to our host for this evening, our local world team, newly qualified world team member and supervisor, Justin Wallace. Justin, all yours, buddy.
Thanks, Dino, and welcome everybody to our Thursday night call. So look, tonight I'm going to take you through the Herbalife Opportunity Meeting and just tell you a bit more about the company, how it was founded and how it came about. So we'll start with the first slide, which is Mark Hughes is the founder of Herbalife. So many years ago when Mark first started this company, he started it due to a personal tragedy in his life, and he embarked on a mission to help change the nutritional habits of the world at a very young age. And during his search, he found out that the importance of good, balanced nutrition and the power of herbology that had been around for thousands of years in Asia. He thought that if he could marry the wisdom of Eastern herbology with the latest technology and vitamin and mineral supplements of the West, they would have a powerful product to address the issue and bring the best nutrition possible to the world. So together with a group of doctors and scientists, they went on to create this amazing product. And in February 1980, 40 years ago, he launched his company and called it Herbalife. Herbalife today is the leading company in the wellness industry. It's been around for over 40 years, as I mentioned. Herbalife is a multi-billion-dollar company with tens of millions of satisfied customers and over 8,000 employees looking after us all over the world. The Herbalife Difference, really, it's reflected in the fact that our products are only available through an independent Herbalife member. We offer our consumers personalised one-on-one support, and we simply focus on their results and having a great experience with Herbalife. So Herbalife's also a proud member of the Direct Selling Association. Herbalife is now a worldwide corporation with operations in over 90 countries around the world. That means to say our products have been scrutinised and have been approved by all these countries' health authorities. It's also a publicly listed company, and it became it was listed on the New York Stock Exchange back in 2004, where only the most prestigious companies can trade. We also have an incredible board of high caliber doctors and scientists behind the scenes. These are some of them. Let me just highlight a couple of them. So at the top, you've got Dr. David Heber, who is the director of the UCLA Center for Human Nutrition. The nutrition advisory, then you've got underneath him, Louis Ignarro. And Mr. Ignarro is a Nobel Peace Laureate in physics and medicine. This nutritional advisory board on the left is a global group of over 300 scientists and over 30 PhDs. This board assures us of having the best quality products in the market. And what I like about that is I don't need to worry about counting or looking at what's on the back of the product. I know that these guys have got it under control. All I need to do is focus on myself and how to take it properly. Herbalife is now the premier nutrition company in the world. But how about I show you a video?
How do you become the premier nutrition company? You start with using only the best ingredients and carefully selecting where they come from. You ensure quality and safety. Earn the trust of major athletes, sports teams, and work directly with their nutritionists. Be there to support those who are improving nutrition and impacting lives around the world. And help our communities where help is needed. You value the employees who make these achievements possible. #1 status is earned with the quality of every product sold. By providing balanced nutrition, encouraging healthy activity, and offering customer support every single day around the world. Herbalife is proud to be the premier global nutrition company.
As you get to know the impact around the globe, and it's actually really amazing. And one of the fastest growing areas for Herbalife right now is in its sports nutrition range. And the Herbalife brand and is also, it sponsors some of the biggest athletes in the world. And you've got like the #1 cricket batsman in the world, Virat Kohli, the Australian soccer team, the Western Sydney Wanderers, and Heather Jackson, a highly accomplished triathlete and Ironman winner. Herbalife's also proud to be the global nutrition partner of world-renowned soccer superstar Cristiano Ronaldo, who in partnership with Herbalife has developed our amazing sports nutrition product CR7 Drive. So our philosophy is primarily to create healthy, active lifestyle communities by educating people on the concept of 80% nutrition, 20% exercise, and 100% mindset. And it's really that mindset that's key. I work with a lot of people on helping them get themselves into shape and losing weight. And the ones I have the most success with are the ones who've got that mindset, that 100% mindset, and focus on their health and their body. And by doing that, we can create a community health, person by person, city by city, and country by country. So we conduct many healthy, active lifestyle activities, which are a lot of fun to help our communities live a healthier and happier lifestyle, like weight loss challenges, and we've got one of those starting next week, fit clubs, shake parties. And these activities engage in our participants and coaches to work together towards achieving great results for them. Herbalife's all about the products. Many people use our inner nutrition products to lose weight or to gain weight and lean muscle mass, or simply to improve their level of wellness and vitality. Many people use our range of Herbalife 24 sports nutrition products for better performance, hydration, and recovery. And many also use our outer nutrition Herbalife skin products to look better and keep their skin looking younger and healthy every day. So I now want to hand over to some of the people on the call tonight to talk to you about their own results and how Herbalife has helped them. And we're going to start with our very beautiful, sparkly Jo.
Hey team, nice to see you all again. Look, if you haven't heard my story, I really enjoy telling it. If you already have, look, just take some notes, share my story with other people that you know, because it will resonate with someone that you know that you'll be able to help. And look, last year my health was a mess. I was extremely overweight at about 120 kgs. I was exhausted from life circumstances and the changes that were happening in my life. Plus I had developed an autoimmune disorder, and that required some really strong medication. So I needed to get proper nutrition into my body and to do it quick and easy. So I knew someone who was an independent distributor and had a very successful journey with Herbalife Nutrition. So they helped me, and they helped me get started on some products at the start of September 2019, and best decision of my life. I have improved energy, I've got the improved mental clarity and resilience. I also have an improved and nutritionally with a supported immunity. So look, it's all positively reflected now in a total scale loss of 25.4 kgs. So it's been quite a really successful journey from that point of view. I was a size 22 in a dress and pants and things. I'm down to a 16. However, I haven't been shopping lately, so looking forward to possibly being a size 14. Definitely when we're, got the lockdown lifted. So look, my Herbalife is great, and the community and the positivity and just the support is brilliant. So thank you for listening.
Thanks, Joan. I've really loved watching your progress and your journey, and you've really, as we call you, you've really started to sparkle, and you keep sparkling more every day.
I do. Thank you. I'll embrace that.
So, and I'll talk to this slide. This is Phil. So I met Phil in May last year. Phil was grossly overweight. As you can see on the left, he was 120 kilos. He wasn't in very good shape at all. And he was really looking for something to change. He's got 6 children. And his words to me was he couldn't keep up with his kids. He coached one of his children's league teams, and he couldn't actually run around the park with his children. So he started. Well, his former exercise was to walk down to the dairy and get a can of Coke and a pie. So he got stuck into an ultimate program, and within the first couple of days, it was actually really crook in bed. His body was rejecting good nutrition, but he knew he had to stick at it, so he did. His partner Kendall, so he actually ended up losing 19 kilos in 8 weeks, but he got down to from 120 down to 95. He lost 25 kilos in 3 months. And not long after that, his partner Kendall, who was a bit skeptical when I first met them both, she saw the results just because he actually lost, I think it was 8-9 kilos within the first week. And Kendall, so she jumped on the ultimate program as well. She was sitting at 74 kilos there on the left, and saw what had happened to Phil in the first week and thought, right, I've got to do this. So she jumped on the program, and she got down to 60 kilos. She lost 14 kilos within 3 months. And Kendall and Phil are both, they've kept the weight off. They're very fit and active and healthy with their kids, living a healthy, active lifestyle, and still enjoying their Herbalife journey. Dean, I might get you to talk to the Banana Buddha.
Guys, this is Eddie. Eddie, we do lovingly refer to as our Banana Buddha. And he's a musician, 63 years young, living and loving life. He does a lot of long hours, puts a lot of demand on his body. 63 is still relatively young, but it's not young. And when you're out till 2-3 in the morning playing clubs and pubs, that can be hard work. And you only got to meet Eddie to see the energy that he has. He's living and loving life. He's lost a huge amount of girth off his tummy, which for Eddie is where he carried most of his weight. And he's just looking absolutely awesome. And he's just an absolute barrel of energy. He's doing great.
Thanks, Dino. And our next slide is our resident local male model, Phil. Are you on the call there, Phil? Oh, he must be doing a shoot for one of the modelling companies.
Yeah, can you hear me, mate?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, that's right. Technology slightly challenged there, Justin. But yes, on the left-hand side there is a bumblebee. I was slightly overweight at a delicate 116 kilos. And as my mum put it, I was big boned in my family's history, and chipped away. Happened to meet a Herbalife independent distributor there, and he supported me thoroughly well through this process. And at the yellow stage there, I was a size 40 in the waist, and at the delicate little slim fella on the right there, a little bit more to go, but I'm around a 30, 32, fluctuate slightly. And I've lost 26 kilos. No, less than Joe. About 23, 24 kilos. So, yeah, I'm loving life, and very lucky and grateful that I got involved with Herbalife, to be honest, and energy to burn, to be honest. So, very lucky.
Looking pretty amazing there, Phil. Looking sharp. Right, hey, look, guys, we've got a very special guest tonight. I'm going to get the right slide here, and her name is Robyn Wray, and we've got Robyn on the phone, on the call tonight. Now, Robyn has done extremely well in Herbalife since she started a couple of years ago, and I'm going to head straight over to Robyn. Dean, you could unmute her, and everybody, Robyn Wray, all the way from Australia.
Hey, everybody. Yes, hi. Lovely to spend my Thursday night with you guys. Is there feedback in someone's place? Someone better move. Oh, okay, sweet. Awesome. So my name is Robyn Wray. I originally jumped on the Herbalife products back in August 2016. A friend of mine had been sharing her products, her water, her shakes, everything else on Facebook, and I still remember it was a Tuesday morning, the first Tuesday of August 2016. I messaged her and I said, all right, Karen, what are you doing? And I need to be part of it. So I was quite overweight, as you can see, had no energy. I was having daily nana naps, daily headaches, had quite severe postnatal depression. I don't share this story too often, but it's probably becoming quite common now. But about 12 months before I found Herbalife, I had my third bubby, and I suffered quite severe postnatal depression after having him. And when he was 6 weeks old, I actually nearly took my life because of it. Anyway, so, you know, fast forward 12 months, I found Herbalife. You know, like I said, I contacted my friend. I said, righty, I need to be part of this thing, whatever it is. Within the hour, I had bought my products. And I didn't even tell my husband until he got home that afternoon. I said, oh, you know, I spent like $280 today on some products. And he goes, you know, this stuff better work, because, you know, I tried different stuff in the past and never ever worked. And so, you know, he goes, you know, your best work. And I'm that kind of person that likes to prove it to people. So I thought, nah, I'm going to prove it to him, which I did. And so I've actually lost 35 kilos to date. Feel absolutely amazing every single day. Like I said, I've now got 4 children under the age of 10. So as a mum, you need to have energy all the time, especially at the moment with all the isolation stuff going down. We're doing it the same thing here in Australia, as you guys would know. And yeah, so I've got a ton of energy every single day. Postnatal depression is gone, which is amazing. I love it. And energy to burn, you know, beforehand, like I used to spend like a lot of time like hanging out on the couch because I had no energy. I used to skip breakfast every single day, you know, because as a busy mum, when do you get the chance to make breakfast? I don't skip breakfast at all anymore. Headaches are gone. It's just love Herbalife and what it has done for me. And yeah, just absolutely love it, and love the community as well. So thank you, Herbalife, for what you've done for myself. Yep, and my family.
Thanks very much, Robyn.
That's all right.
Well, and we're going to get Robyn to take us through some further training after we've finished this part of the HOM. So Herbalife products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease, and individual results may vary. So I want to talk just briefly now about the income opportunity that Herbalife does offer you. And you know, Herbalife gives you the opportunity to either attract a part-time supplemental income or develop a full-time career to attract the higher level of income. It's really up to you. You know, it's one of those things, the more you work, the more you can earn. So, and it's a business that you can work part-time or full-time. So I'm going to hand over to our other host, Dean, to have a bit of a talk about his journey with Herbalife and what the business is doing for him financially.
Thanks, buddy. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm just having a little challenge with muting and unmuting people, just so you know. Tracy, if you could mute yourself for me, it'd be great. I'm not sure why I don't have control over that. Thank you. Hey, guys, I had some circumstances change. My good friend Mark Paulson, who is from Brisbane, I've known Mark for many years, and he came and visited, and I was carrying a lot of weight. I had a lot of stress going on. I'd been on antidepressant tablets. I'd also had chronic heartburn and indigestion, so I was using Somac, I think it's called. Anyway, look, Mark said to me, just said, buddy, he said, you're not looking great. He said, I'm a bit worried about you. I've got a 9-year-old and an 11-year-old son now. At the time they were 7 and 9. He just said, I think you're going to be one of two things for your kids. You're either going to be a warning or you're going to be an example. And at the moment, you're looking more like a warning. He said, I think you'd be pretty lucky to get your kids 21st. And it was just delivered to me at the right time and the right way. He may not have said exactly those words, but the intention to help and to support me through a time of change was there. And I got started on my nutrition plan. I made a commitment straight away to get serious. I started on the Ultimate program, and I dropped 23 kilos in 3 months. And that photograph on the right is me with 20 kilos of butter in a supermarket trolley. I was just feeling so excited about my weight loss that I posted that. And it was really interesting. People saw that result, and they were interested in trying the product. You hear so many people share that story. You know, I got this result. I shared a picture of my shake. This has happened. That's happened. And social media is a fascinating thing, and it reaches out to people all over the world. And straight away, I had people who wanted to get started in Hong Kong. Old friend of mine and his wife. Another mate in Germany. Another cobber in North Queensland in mining. Another buddy further down in Melbourne. people around New Zealand. And my first 5 days, I earned an extra $1,100. And that couldn't have come at a better time because circumstances had changed. We find ourselves in another time of change right now. And 2 years ago when I got started, it was a wee bit different to what it is now. We didn't have many people here at all. And now there's a wonderful community of people that you can hear their stories and see what's going on. And, when I got started here in Christchurch, I'd say, come on, let's go. You're going to lose weight. And they'd say, who's lost weight so far? I'd say, well, me. And say, well, let's go with the business. Come on, it's going to be exciting. We're going to make some money. And they go, well, who's made money so far? I'd say, well, I'll make some if you buy something. So it was a little bit different then to what it is now. And I'm very fortunate in that we've spent a couple of years now getting it rolling, and I'm just so excited about what's happening with the team and the way people are passionately sharing what they're all about. And right now my income's averaging about $950 a week extra income. And I can't even begin to tell you what a difference that makes to family here, and having that extra income in a time of great uncertainty is enormous. I know that we don't necessarily have the opportunity for travel right now because of what's happening around the world, but just last night I qualified for the next Herbalife vacation, so I'm pretty excited about that too. I don't doubt that that's going to happen somewhere sometime. So yeah, guys, this is a fabulous opportunity, and it's a very genuine, integrous company with some great people, and give it a go. I think you'll love it.
Thanks, Dino. And our next special guest is myself. So look, I saw that picture that Dean just put up of himself losing 23 kilos in February 2018. And as you can see by the left there, I was carrying a few kilos. That was actually holidaying 2 years ago at Pahara up in Golden Bay. And I've been eating a few too many pies and enjoying a few beersies. And, I actually was a former professional rugby league player in my younger days, so carrying that kind of weight around didn't sort of sit too well with me. And I knew I needed to do something, and I was coming up to my 50th birthday in a year's time, and so when I saw that photo from Dean, I thought, right, I've got to sort myself out. It's time to get into action and focus and get that mindset right. And so I jumped on the program in 5th February 2018, and got myself down. The February 2019, I was down 12 kilos, and then from there I just kept going, and I've actually in total lost 16 kilos since I started 2 years ago, and just a lot healthier, and run around the backyard with my boys. I do a lot more exercise now than I have done since I was a rugby league player, and started playing rugby league again last year every weekend against younger guys, and showing them how an old guy can do it. And I've just really enjoyed the increased energy in my life, just being in shape and being healthy and active, and being able to do that with my kids as well. So I sort of fell into the business about a year ago when I put up another photo actually on social media. I had a bunch of people come to me and say, what are you doing? We want to start and get on the, whatever you're doing. And so I just, got in touch with Dean and says, okay, how do I do this? And Dean says, right, well, let's go and talk to a few people and show them, their options. And so we did that and got some really good results, some people early on. And so, now I'm helping quite a number of people with their results, really enjoying, it's different. I formerly I had a recruitment company, I had an event company, both very, very work intensive businesses. And, at the start of every year, I'd have to pick up the wheelbarrow and go back to work. And but what I like about Herbalife is the opportunity to build a lifestyle that I want, one where I can build a residual income, where royalty payments are made to me on a monthly basis, and a business where I can help others as well, and help others to enjoy and develop an income that can also change and impact on their lives and their futures, and also help their family and their children. And so what excites me about Herbalife is I'm in this to build a lifestyle that I want, one that doesn't depend on jobs, and one that doesn't depend on a boss or a business that I have to pick up a wheelbarrow every year. So for me, it's exciting. I'm earning around $500 additional every week now with the business, but working really hard to get that up, and excited with what the future holds. So that's my story, and I'll now hand over to our other special guest, Lois. Dean, if you could unmute Lois. There we go.
I'm Lois Morpeth from Auckland, and you know, I met the company. I was looking for money. I was desperately broke, desperately sick, and I come from a background of really. Is that my coming from me? That noise? No, I can hear a bit of noise, and I'm hoping it's not me. Anyway, yeah, serious health problems. So work would have been difficult. But it was a health company and I was very interested, and now, you know, my health issues are no longer a problem. I've lost a total of 57 kilos and I feel like I've lost 20 years. And in the last month I've earned around $7,000, and you know, I'm working from home, really no different than how we're all grounded now. So it's nice to be able to extend that to other people, to show them how to make money and lose weight. Yeah.
Thanks, Lois. Yeah, and looking amazing as usual. What I really love about Herbalife is that there's so much support in terms of training and information. So you're on a call tonight. We do these calls twice a week, on a Monday and a Thursday night for our local training. We also have another training this Saturday, which is a national training session. That's our success training seminar. So if you haven't already had an invite to that, I suggest you jump on that at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. It'll go through to about 12:30, but there's some amazing information training that you'll receive if you're interested in looking at the business side of Herbalife. And there are also international trainings, and in January we got the opportunity to go to Adelaide for the Spectacular, and there's 1,500 other Herbalife people, and the atmosphere at that Spectacular was absolutely amazing. So if you're serious about this business, you need to be at that Spectacular coming up in January next year. Hopefully we'll all be traveling again by then, but the support, as I said, the support is second to none. There's 24/7 online support as well when you do decide if you want to get into the business side of it. So look, income testimonials are based on each individual's effort, willingness to learn, and consistent work, and may or may not be typical. So how do you get started? If you aren't already started, you need to talk to the person that invited you on the call tonight and get a Herbalife member pack. And you know, to become a member, it's very simple. You just register, and straight away you get access to 25% discount. And as I said, work with the person that invited you on the call tonight to show you the next steps if you are interested in either just the nutrition side or looking at the business side. So yeah, welcome to Herbalife Nutrition, everybody. And that's the first part of our evening. I'm now going to just give us a couple of seconds to sort a few slides out and hand over to our guest speaker, Robyn Wray, who's going to carry on with the call for the rest of the evening. And Dean, can you just unmute Robyn?
I'm here. Am I the host, Dean? Can I share? Nope, still can't share. Oh, hang on.
Yep, I've made you the host, Robyn.
Okay,
it's all yours.
Sweet. All right, awesome.
I'll stop. Oh, yeah.
Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. Let me just quickly go from the beginning. So guys, you know, with Herbalife, you know, the really cool thing is that we actually focus on, you know, cellular nutrition, and that's exactly what, you know, we do with Herbalife. So, you know, it's optimizing your nutrition through that cellular science. So, and this is, you know, our equation for delivering that optimum nutrition. You know, we've got the cellular, that word always gets me, cellular science approach, plus we've got the in-depth understanding of consumers and nutrients needs. And, you know, that's through that, you know, the scientists and doctors work on these products all the time. And the thing that I love is the fact that, you know, when I pick up my canister of shake for my breakfast shake or my lunch shake, or, you know, pick up my supplements, you know, I don't need to do any of the thinking. All I need to think about is how I'm going to make my meal, my shake that day, because all of the work has been done like long before it even landed on my doorstep by the 300 plus scientists and doctors that we've got that work on these products. And, you know, we've got our global nutrition philosophy, and obviously, you know, it addresses the personal, you know, through Herbalife, it addresses the personalized nutrition needs, which we'll get into very shortly. So, our global nutrition philosophy is whole foods plus supplementation equals a balanced nutrition. And, I didn't necessarily get this completely before I started with Herbalife, but, I think, that, I don't know if any of you guys think about this, but, if before Herbalife, if someone had said to me, you need to go and get all of these different all of these different foods to make sure you get all these different vitamins and minerals. Look, I'm not the smartest cookie in the cookie jar. So, I couldn't have done that, get one orange for the amount of vitamins or vitamin C or whatnot. But, with Herbalife, they provide that all through the products and, and obviously, and also backed with the whole foods that we will also have through our program each day as well. And, gives us that balanced nutrition, which is awesome. I can't see this. What's going on here? So, whatever your health goals are, it's important to start with a foundation of products that can help you get you there. And so, our base products is the Formula One vitamin, the Formula One shake. And also we've got the lactose-free one there, which I'll share very shortly with you guys. And then those coupled with that multivitamin complex, you'll get everything you need in your daily dose, which is really cool. And you guys don't have to think about it, so that's even better. What can I do? So, through that, in that Formula One nutritional shake, this is a healthy, balanced meal. It will give you everything you need. Like I said, you don't need to think about it. And the really cool thing is that you can use this stuff. This stuff is so versatile. Like, I love, in my client group, we are always like sharing different shakes and different ways to use the products. Like yesterday, I was sharing, I was getting the kids to help me make some Herbie chocolates. And, we made like a LCM bar with the Herbie shake powder. You can make lots of different things. I've got my chia pudding ready in the fridge for tomorrow morning that I've used with the shake products, and I love how versatile it is, and it's got all the vitamins and minerals that you need. And the cool thing is that Herbalife, they're so smart, guys. Like, they know exactly what we need and all of the nutritional needs of everyone pretty much. So, and a few years ago they realized that we need there's a lot of people with that are lactose free and gluten free, and so they created this product, which is cool. It's a pea protein, and it comes in a vanilla shake. And the really cool thing with this thing is, guys, is that anyone can use it, but it's obviously focused on those guys that are lactose free and gluten free, so they can get that really great nutrition as well. I've also got the Formula One Sport, which also can be used as just your general every meal shake as well. It makes it really creamy. I know at our SDS in Sydney, we use this one a lot in our to make our shakes creamier, which is really cool. And it's just a really awesome. I really like this shake, and it comes in vanilla as well. Protein. What is protein? Protein is a macronutrient which helps in various body functions like growth of muscle mass. Take a photo of that, of that picture there, so you guys can see, where you can get the protein. But the thing is that as human beings, we actually don't get enough protein in our everyday, and that's where, Herbalife come in with the protein through the product, so that we can get that our daily dose every single day. And this product is really awesome. And why? Because it is so versatile, this one. So it has what do you call it? It's got no flavor, so it's not going to put the flavor off your shake off or whatnot. So it's basically to fill your shake up. And I use this protein powder mostly in my lunchtime shake, because that time between lunchtime and dinner, it's so long to get through there. So, and I know that around that 4 o'clock in the afternoon, people tend to get a bit peckish, and I know that I start to pick up things I probably shouldn't be eating. So I put the protein powder in my lunchtime shake so that it keeps me fuller for longer, which is really awesome. And it's low calories as well. And this one, you can pop it in your soup if you want to as well, or just to fill anything up, which is really cool. And now we've got the Rebuild Strength. This one is honestly, I love Dr. Dana Ryan. I've heard her speak a few times now, and she's a guru on the sports range. She helps with the Western Sydney Wanderers. She comes over and helps them out and with their team, and making sure they get the best nutrition through our products and the use of it. And she was saying, I think it was spectacular 12 months ago, we are all athletes. So you might look at this sports range and go, oh, I don't need the sports range, but you guys, we're all athletes. So this one here, even if you do a workout down at the park, sorry? Is that right? Okay, sorry. Even if you do like a workout down at the park, or, you know, go for a walk or whatnot, have this one after. Someone's not muted. I don't know who that is. But, you know, have this one afterwards. And a few weeks ago, my very last time that I could get to the gym before I actually had run out of the rebuild before I went to the gym, and I decided to do like a double class, and I knew that I went there knowing that I didn't have the rebuild. Anyway, so I didn't have my rebuild shake after my 2 classes, and honestly, I felt it for like 3 days. I really wish that I had that rebuild, but I didn't have any, so it's a bit of a pain. So this one's really good, and it comes in a really yummy chocolate flavor. It's really nice. I really like that one. You know, the protein bars, I love these guys because the fact that, you know, it is like a little snack size. They're so easy, you know, to stick in your handbag or to take anywhere with you. Pop it in your backpack to go to uni or to work, and comes in 3 really yummy flavors: the lemon, the citrus lemon, the chocolate peanut, my favorite because I love Snickers bars, and also the vanilla almond. And a really cool secret, I don't know if any of you guys have done this, but if you just, you know, rip them open, put it on like a entree plate or something, like a microwave safe plate, and pop it in the microwave for about 10 seconds just so it can start to melt, and it's so good. Anyway, I like it, love it. And my kids eat these all the time, so I buy a lot of protein bars because my kids eat them. Personal choice, guys, you know, to give these to my own children, but they generally have it after breakfast in the morning, and it keeps them fuller for longer as well. And so it's what, 14 in a box. So, you know, I've got 4 children. So you guys do the maths of how many of these I go through in a week. It's crazy. 2 or 3 boxes. It's ridiculous. But it's a really great snack size. I really love it. You know, the vitamins and minerals, you know, what are micronutrients? You know, micronutrients are essential, you know, that we need to have in our daily diet. So, you know, and we need an adequate supply for sustainable health. So, you know, micronutrients are the vitamins and minerals required by your body, which is really cool. So we've got the multivitamin complex, and like I said, this is one of the base products that you should be taking every day. Everything you need is extra is in this product. So, and it helps support general well-being, which is cool. The extra cal, this one, guys, it's got lots of extra vitamin D, calcium, magnesium. It's really great for, like, you know, growth for your nails, to strengthen them, for your bones. It's great for your teeth. Yeah, this is definitely one, guys, to jump onto. Your joint support, you know, this is really good to make sure that we have the healthy joints, and it's got that selenium and manganese in it, which are both essential minerals. So healthy fats, you know, why do you need to consume healthy fats? Fats are diverse groups of nutrients. I'll quickly just read that, you know, with a varied range of functions for our bodies. So, you know, we need to get them into our bodies. Take a photo of that one, guys, if you haven't got it already. You know, so we do definitely need those healthy fats. You know, what are they? So we've got the omega-3 fatty acids, you know, and, you know, there's lots of different opportunities, ways, and the omega-6, fatty acids, lots of different ways to get that in. But the cool thing is that we actually have products that makes you get that every single day without having to go fetch for the fetch food to get them in it. So we've got the the Herbalife line, which has got the omega-3 fatty acids in it, and this is really great for your you know, cognitive health. It's really great for your eye health. It's great for brain functions, and you know, it's really good to take this one every day too, guys. Anyone can take it. And, you know, dietary fibers are an indigestible part of our plant foods, you know, and they come in the vegetables, in fruits, grains, legumes, and, you know, we need to have an adequate amount of fiber every single day. And same with the protein, we actually don't generally get enough fiber into our daily program, which I find. So, you know, we've got the active fiber complex, and the really awesome thing is that this is actually an apple flavor, so it's really yummy. I don't know if you guys do it in your boom juice. I pop it in my boom juice. You can have it in like with your hot tea before you go to bed. Helps make a flat tummy by morning. Individual results vary, obviously. And the other really cool thing is that you can actually pop this one in your shake. So I make a really awesome apple pie shake. So I literally just use a vanilla shake. You could use the vanilla Sports F1 or the cookies and cream. Yeah, and the active fiber. And I also use a cinnamon tea. And if you don't have that, you can use the just ground cinnamon. And it's an apple pie shake, and it's really awesome. And, you know, with the active fiber, you know, you're getting what you need in your daily dose. the tritone fiber complex. This one, it has a nickname called Cheetahzen. Why? Because, you know, if you take this one before you go out for dinner or before you have, you know, your dinner at home, it actually helps fill you up. You know, it helps make sure that you don't overeat. And there's a really cool demo that you can go and check out on YouTube, or, you know, this experiment you guys are allowed to do at home. If you get a cup of water and you put oil in it, what does the oil do? Comes together as a layer on the top, right? So the thing that the tritone does in your body, similar as what it does in a cup of water with the oil, is that if you guys open up a tritone and you empty it in, just mix it around a little bit. What happens is that the oil comes together as a blob and it sinks to the bottom, which is exactly what the tritone does in your body. It helps your body get rid of that fat. So, you know, this story, you know, last year there I went out for dinner with some friends and I took the tritone like 30 minutes before I went out. Normally I love like a chicken palmy, which I probably shouldn't eat that often, which I don't. But anyway, and I took the tritone about 30 minutes before I went out for dinner. And when I got there to, you know, to order my dinner and that, I literally could only, I was only wanting to have an entree plate, which, you know, was probably better to have anyway. But yeah, so that was really cool. And I actually, with the supplements, I normally recommend my clients to actually have their supplements about 30 minutes before they have any meal, for that matter. You know, phytonutrients, you know, they're also called phytochemicals, and they're produced by plants. So, you know, we need these, you know, to stay healthy. So we've got the cellulose. You know, the cellulose is really cool. It helps, you know, the fluid balance. You know, it helps get rid of cellulite. This is really great for anyone who suffers from cellulite. You know, it helps, you know, with a healthy elimination of water. And obviously, you know, through this program, we're encouraging guys to drink water, but also make sure that you're taking the cellulose so that your body can get rid of the water as well. We've got the NRG. This is, you know, it's nature's raw guarana, and it helps with, you know, increasing your energy levels. It's really great for anyone with like asthma or allergy issues as well. It's really good for that it helps clear the airways, which is awesome. The Rose Guard, I love the Rose Guard. You know, hands up if you love the Rose Guard. This is an immunity booster. Yes, lots of people. This is an immunity booster. So, you know, we're coming into flu season now, and this is a really good one for you guys to help fight off and stop yourself from getting sick. The first time that I used the Rose Guard, it was a couple of years ago. I remember, like, I had, you know, this is when I was very early in the business, and I had, like, you know, as you do, one of each product, and I had this Rose Guard in my, you know, supply, and I was like, you know, it was a Wednesday afternoon, it was about 5 o'clock, and I said to my husband, wow, you know, I feel like I'm getting a cold. And the thing is, when I get a cold, what happens is that it generally turns into tonsillitis, which frustrates me to no end. Anyway, but yeah, so it was a Wednesday afternoon. I could feel that tickle in the throat, and I just said to my husband, maybe I should take some of that Rose Guard that, you know, they all go on about. So I took 2 on the Wednesday evening, and then I took 2-3 times a day on the Thursday. By Friday, it was gone. Like, no tickly throat. It was incredible, like, gone. And the thing with this, you know, once again, individual decision and results, but I actually give this to my children. So some of the supplements, the Extra Cow, the multivitamin, and the Rose Guard, I actually have a tablet crusher, and I crush it up and I put it in their shakes, just so that we can help boost their immune system and help give them exactly everything they need. You know, my 4-year-old has an autoimmune disease, and he's on a daily immune suppressant, and so we need to make sure that, you know, his immune system is really what do you call it, like, looked after pretty much. So I love giving them the Rose Guard for that reason, especially him. The Tanquai, this one is really great if you suffer from stress and anxiety. It's great for women who have got menopause. It's great for women who suffer at that time of the month. You know, if you're at the moment, you know, in lockdown, you've got children at home, this one is the one that you need to get onto, because, you know, you're going to just, like, you know, the stress and anxiety. I don't normally take this one, you know, I just don't need to have it. But we're, like I said before, we're in lockdown at the moment with our children with this coronavirus. And last Tuesday, my husband got home and he's like, wow, like, Robyn, you look really stressed. I'm like, oh, I'm so stressed. Like 4 kids at home, trying to homeschool them as you do. And he's like, don't you have like a tablet for stress and anxiety from Herbalife? I'm like, yeah. So on the Wednesday, I took only one in the morning at breakfast time. And when he got home from work at 5:30 or 5 o'clock that afternoon, he's like, what have you done to my wife? She's so stress-free. I'm like, there's that one tablet I took at breakfast time. So definitely get onto this one, guys. It's good for restful sleep. So hydration, we need to stay hydrated, guys. Through this program, it's really good to, make sure that you are putting the liquid into your body, the water into your body. Before Herbalife, I used to drink maybe a litre of water a week. I used to be, soft drink and juice and milk and everything but water, whereas now I drink up to 4 to 5 liters a day. And that's and it's helping my body function, obviously, as part of the whole why I'm not getting headaches, because I'm hydrated. And so it's really important. And if you're on any program, really, if as a general rule of thumb with your water, I don't know if it's on the next slide or not, is to, once you've weighed yourself, it's generally good to have 1 litre of water per 25 kilos of body mass. So as an example, if you're 100 kilos, you should be roughly having about 4 litres of water a day. So it's a really cool general guide. So, it says here, the importance of hydration, it plays a part in food digestion. It contributes to the maintenance of normal physical and cognitive functions, and also contributes to the maintenance of normal regulation of the body's temperature. So really important. And I find with a lot of my people that when they first get started, they're like, I'm not a really good water drinker. And, and that's okay. We can work with that. So it's really great. The herbal aloe, I love this one. I know that I say I love a lot. I do love all of the products, but some I love just a little bit more than last. But the aloe, I love this one. This is the one product that's probably helped me the most to get that water in every day. So pretty much, it's flavored, but it doesn't have the sugar content to come with it. So, you pop it in your water. And the really cool thing with this is that you can mix it with your tea. You can mix it with your active fiber. You can have it on its own. It's really great if you have like tummy upsets. So a few months ago, it was a Sunday night. It's about 10 o'clock at night. My little 4-year-old kept getting up and he was like, Mummy, my tummy's hurting every 30 minutes. And by 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, buddy, you need to go to sleep. I need sleep. You need sleep. And my husband's like, well, why don't you give him some of that aloe? I don't even know why. I didn't think about it. But I gave him some aloe and I didn't hear from him again till morning. So I just normally syringe it. Like I gave him like 10 mils in a syringe and I gave that to him. So, and it comes in 3 really yummy flavors. And very, very shortly, I can say that the grape is coming. I think you guys are on the same par as us with Australia. So the grape aloe is coming. I have had the grape aloe in the past and it's delightful. So I'm really excited about that one. It's great for constipation as well, the aloe, and bloating and your digestive system, which is cool. The instant herbal beverage. So this is a green tea. When I first started Herbalife, so I was like the 6 cups a day plus kind of coffee drinker. And when I first started Herbalife, they only had the original and the peach. And I remember my coach saying to me, so you need to choose a flavor of tea. And I'm like, I don't drink tea, and which is a lot of my people say that. They're like, I don't drink tea. And I'm like, and because I used to try to get the energy from coffee, which I just didn't seem to get. And anyway, so I chose the peach tea. So glad I did. Love it. Still love it now, nearly 4 years on, and love the energy increase from it. And it's really yummy. The original is really cool. It's a lemon flavor, and I normally use it if I get that tickle in my throat, feeling like a cold is coming on. It's a really good soother. And like I said, the cinnamon is really cool as well. You can have that in your shake or whatever, really. So I got the lift off. The lift off is really cool. So pretty much what you do with this is that you get a cup of water and you tip it in, and it bubbles up. It doesn't have the sugar content in it like soft drinks do. I don't know what it is like with a mindset, but bubbles, and your brain, just makes you feel like you're on a high, like excited, you know, it feels like you're being naughty. Whereas, you know, with the lift off, I love this because, you know, I have it at dinner time. It makes me feel like I'm being a bit naughty with having a soft drink, which, you know, I'm not. It's, and it doesn't have the extra sugar in it. And the other thing with this is that if you are, you know, if a truck driver or if you're, you know, working long hours or whatnot, you can actually just have this, you can open the sachet and just have it as the powder. I have done it on numerous occasions, you know, yeah, so it's really cool like that. So, and, you know, contains less than 10 calories. How am I going? I hope this is good, guys. So I've got the H24CR7. You know, Cristiano Ronaldo, famous soccer player. I'm sure you guys have all heard of him. He actually contacted Herbalife and was like, you know what, I want a product which is great for, like, you know, the pre-workout drink. And this is really great, you know, make sure that you get that, the carbohydrates and electrolytes and vitamins that you need for your sports performance. So you have this beforehand. It comes in like a berry flavor. So, you know, when I go to the gym, like, people like stare at you going like, what's that pink stuff that you're having? So, and this is really cool. It's better than like the, what's the one that you can get from the shops? Anyway, it's better than that. It doesn't have the sugar content like that. And, you know, CR7, obviously Cristiano Ronaldo with the C and R, and number 7 being his playing number. So that's really cool. I've got the hydrate. This is also really cool. You know, it's really great to have, you know, while you're doing your workout. So you're getting those, the electrolytes, like the being hydrated. And, you know, you can also have this, say, if you got, you know, if you've been vomiting, like had gastro, you know, have this. You could make like little hydrate ice blocks with it if you wish to, or hydrate ice blocks. And this is really cool for that. So I actually give it to my kids if they get like a, if they've been sick for a few days. So, you know, make sure that hydrate. We've also got the Herbalife Skin. I love the Herbalife Skin. I use it absolutely every single day. And, you know, it's really important that, you know, we are, you know, moisturizing our face every day and using the products. And even if you guys are in lockdown, make sure you're using it. Just because you're not going out doesn't mean you shouldn't be caring for your skin every day. You know, and the really cool thing is that there's lots of different products there. So we've got the main programs, which is the cleanser, the toner, the line minimizer, the eye creams. There's a hydrating one, and I can never remember the second one. And then, like I said, we've got the moisturizers. But on top of that, we've got the mint mask. I put a photo on our client group this afternoon. I was like, you know, I said something about, you know, having a mummy pamper session, you know, letting the kids learn, you know, their crafty skills, creative skills. Are painting the mint mask on my face is kind of cool. And also got the berry scrub. It smells almost great, that you can eat it, but obviously don't eat it. We've also got the, I don't know if it's on the next slide or not, I'm not sure. But, you know, they've got the body wash, the green body wash. And the really cool with that one is that I actually don't just use it in the shower, the green one. Is it on the next slide? Oh, yes, right, yeah. Here you go. I'm getting ahead of myself. Back a second. So we've got the Everyday Soothing Gel. So this is really great. It's great for moisturizing. It's great for cuts and abrasions. It's great for insect bites. It's really cool for sunburn as well, guys. You know, so that's a really good one to have all year round. Then we've got the Everyday Soothing Hand and Body Lotion. So that's a really awesome one, obviously, for your hands. You know, it's really great. I get cracked heels, so I actually have been using that on that, and it's really good for that. And like I said, you know, the Everyday Body Wash. So I have it in my shower, but this one I actually have under my kitchen sink. I use it. That's my washing up liquid. I also use it in my washing machine. I have it in my laundry too, and I use it in my steam mop. So, you know, I really love, you know, shop from your own shop, and it's a really cool. That's a really cool product that I use around the house, which is awesome. And, you know, that out nutrition. So, you know, we've also got, like, you know, I said, you know, we've got all the different programs. We've got the energy and fitness, we've got heart health, digestive health, our healthy aging, immune solutions, stress management, nutritional oils, personal care, and the weight management. And, you know, how cool is it that Herbalife provides for everything? You know, the only thing they don't seem to provide for at the moment is toilet rolls. I don't know what it's like over in New Zealand, but we've had a lot of, like, you know, toilet rolls, like, you know, the people buying all of the toilet rolls out of the shops. So they're very hard to come by. How to achieve your goals, guys. It is so simple, the program. I love how easy it is. So, you know, if you are on a weight loss program, you know, you have your supplements 3 times a day before your meals. You have 2 smoothies a day and 1 meal. the portion controlled healthy meal. If you're on a maintenance program, you have your supplements 3 times a day, 1 smoothie a day and 2 meals. And then if you're on a gains program, you have your supplements 3 times a day, 3 shakes after your meals, and then you obviously have your 3 meals. And you will have a coach. So when you get on the products, the thing that I love about Herbalife is that you don't just buy products, and this is why Herbalife is not available on like a supermarket shelf or a chemist shelf, is because when you buy the products, you actually get a coach as well, and you essentially marry them. Like, they are going to be there to help you towards your goals, regardless of what they actually are. And I just love, the fact that, with Herbalife that's what you get, which is cool, and your coach can help you. And like I was saying earlier, the products are so versatile. You can make pancakes, you can make shakes, smoothie bowls, slices, protein balls, chocolates. It's so many different options, which is cool. And we are a powerful brand. We've got the nutritional products, we've got a supportive community through your client groups, we've got an amazing coach that you guys will get. We have the healthy active lifestyle, through the fit clubs and fit walks and all of them. And then we've got the educational, these sort of calls, which is really cool. So, what will help you achieve your goal? Obviously, you got your one-on-one coaching, you have body scans to see your progress, you got your online fitness portal. Guys, take a photo of that one. That's really cool that you guys got all these resources that you can at your fingertips to help you reach your goals. And there's all these different resources. Jump onto Facebook. There's lots of different there's websites, and also Instagram also. So go and find Herbalife on each of these places, guys, so you can get those resources. In getting started, there's you can get a free body scan through your coach or the person who invited you onto this call, and they can help you create a program that will help you reach your goals. So we've got all the different programs. We've got the fast one, the quick start, and we've got the fastest results as well. Fast, faster, and fastest results. That's right, programs. And I normally recommend people to get on the ultimate program, because it's got everything in it that you need for your program and to help you regardless of what your goals are. And through Herbalife, we're making the world healthier and happier, and just love what we can do through that. Is that the last slide, Dean? Justin? Sweet, which is awesome. So thank you for that. Did you want me to do my other little bit that I was going to do?
Yeah. We want to hear your story too, Robyn.
Wait.
Yeah, I was just about to pop up on the chat. This is fantastic, Robyn.
Was that okay?
Yeah, it was awesome. I was just about to pop up on the chat that I know we're scheduled to finish at 9:30, but if you wanted to take a little more time, some people may need to go if they've made time commitments past 9:30.
I don't mind. I'm free. It gets me out of putting the kids to bed this way. Sorry, I shouldn't.
Well, look, I can only speak for myself. I'd love to hear more of your story and how you've developed your business. And for those that need to go, we understand. So if you need to say adieu, we'll catch you on our next call. And thank you very much for being part of tonight. But Robyn, love to hear more of your story. If you'd like to continue sharing, then please do.
Okay, just give me 10 seconds while I figure out this whole share thing, okay? Just 1 second. Let me share. Let me see if this works. Where are we? There we are. Oh, it is. So organised. I'm trying to be organised, okay?
You're doing great.
All right. Let's go back to here. Okay, so you guys, heard a bit of my story before, about my results and my journey with Herbalife and where I came. So this is on the right is basically just my progressive photos. And your coach is going to say to you, take photos. And honestly, I understand, it's going to be very confronting. I remember the very first time that I took my first photo, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that's what I look like. But it is so important, because you know what, it actually helps you see where you've come from, and gets to see your body transformation. So this photo at the top there in the stripy shirt, that was taken about 8 months before I started on Herbalife. And I look at that photo now, I'm like, wow, that's hideous to almost, like, you know, I love myself, but, you know, I'm embarrassed that I let myself get to that point. And, you know, some of these photos are actually quite aged. I should really change them up a little bit, but, you know, that's where, you know, that's been my journey. You know, on the left there is my husband. He actually uses the products every single day. His shake, I call it the man shake. It's 50% tropical juice, 50% water, obviously, you know, to make sure you don't have too much sugar content, because he's on a weight loss program, and berry shake, and that's his shake. I call it the man shake because, you know, anyway. But yeah, so he's been on it too. He's actually lost over 10 kilos on the products, and he's the lightest he's been since he was in high school, so over 16 years ago, and he just loves the products. And uses them all the time as well. And he has this little supplements container at work, and he just loves it. And yeah, I love that he loves it. And, you know, like I said, my results on the other side, you know, 35 kilos. So that was back in August 2016. I was on the products for about 4 months or so, and then life kind of happened. You know, I had a miscarriage, and you know, 2017 happened. I lost my dad. I had a few other personal things go on in my life, and so I became a supervisor in my first 4 months, first 3 months actually, as a member with a friend. I think we must have, if I look back now in my own, you know, my mind, we probably went supervisor in a line. So, which is kind of cool. It's a really great way to get there quickly. So, yeah, so I went supervisor first 3 months. 2017 happened. You know, I lost my dad in the middle of 2017. I then, you know, fell pregnant very early in 2017 with our fourth puppy, and she was due in September 2017. My background is actually early childhood teaching. I did my degree years and years ago, and just before I had my fourth baby, I was working as a tutor at a local tutoring center. I love tutoring kids. I love teaching them. I love helping kids succeed in their own way. And but after I had my fourth little baby, I realized that I actually couldn't go back to teaching back to tutoring, sorry, from a logistical point of view, because, you know, it was after school time. You know, the kids would get home from school at 3:20. The babysitter would walk in at 3:30, and I would walk out at 3:30. And some nights I wasn't getting home till 9 o'clock at night. So I was missing out on witching hour. I was missing out on putting my kids to bed. They were missing out on me. And yeah, so it just wasn't possible after I had my fourth baby. So when my fourth one was about a month old, I contacted my coach, Tanya Wilson, and because I realized that I couldn't go back to work but I remember her saying to me that you can make some money in this business. And, you know, that's, you know, a little tip, guys, drip feed your people. So, you know, just, you know, let them know that they can make a little bit of cash, or, you know, whatever it is, or earn a holiday, whatever else, drip feed them, because they, you know, they will remember it as they come along the journey. So yeah, so I contacted her. I said, Radio, what do I need to do this business? So that was October 2017. And I was saying this, I think it was to you, Dean, yesterday, that you know, for the first 3 months, I kind of, and I won't use the same terminology on this phone call, but I kind of, you know, stuffed around for a few months. Like, I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing the business, which I really wasn't. I was just gathering some clients, which is totally okay to do as well. But anyway, so and I love this quote up here, and, you know, to be in your children's memories tomorrow, you have to be in their lives today. And I love that, because as a mum of 4 young children under the age of 10, you know, I can be in there every single day. I don't need to go out to work outside the home. I can be with them. I can take them to their extracurricular things. So on the left-hand side here, I've got Emily is in the middle. She's 10 years old. Alex to her right. So beside me, he's 8. I've got Lachlan to Emily's left. He's now 4. And then I've got Kenzie in my arm. She's now 2. So I'm very busy all the time, obviously, with them. And this photo in the middle up the top, my eldest is actually a really good hockey player. She last year she played in the under 11s team for Bathurst. She represented Bathurst in the district team, and you know, she was the only 9-year-old in the team, which is really cool. And this photo here in the middle, it was actually taken last July up in Tamworth at a 4-day hockey carnival representing Bathurst in the under 11s team, and and this photo was taken about smack bang in the middle of my very first cut of Get Team. So, you know, I took my work with me. I worked, you know, in between her games. You know, I was in her game. I was down at the fence, you know, cheering her on. And then, you know, when the game was finished, I'd be, you know, doing my work, trying to, you know, follow up and doing all the rest of it. So love that you can do the business anyway. You know, down the bottom left corner there, my boys in their superhero gear. You know, all boys love superheroes. This photo in the next photo along, you guys probably go, oh, you know, it's just, you know, photo of a painting. But this photo here was taken last September. So my 4-year-old, I won't tell much of the story now, but my 4-year-old, just after he turned 3 years old, he actually was rushed to Westmead Children's Hospital in Sydney. They originally thought he had leukemia. Thankfully he doesn't, but he has got his autoimmune disease that he'll have for life. And so when he first went to hospital, when we first were told they thought he had leukemia, obviously we're thinking, well, he won't ever go to preschool. He'll be in hospital for 2 years on full-time treatment in Sydney. And, you know, so it kind of really, you know, obviously got the emotions going for us at that time. And so then this year just gone, obviously he did his very first year of preschool. So this photo was taken at the preschool auction, and his class made this painting last year, and they put it in the local show in the artists section for the kids and schools and that. And this painting actually came first. So, you know, when it came to the auction in September, and this is what I love about Herbalife, is that, you know, I'd had a sale, an ultimate sale, which is so got 50% of the sale, so I made about $250 about a day before this auction. And so I went to the auction going, I'm going to try to get the painting, knowing that other parents are going to want it too. So the bidding started off at like $70, and it kept going up by $10. And there was this one other parent that was fighting me for this this painting, and her last bid was $220, and I was like, no, made a sale, I've got. And so I actually bought this painting for $230, but without Herbalife, that would not have been possible. So thank you, Herbalife, that, you know, and you probably can see the painting on the wall behind me. It sits in my office as a reminder, you know, that, you know, we didn't think he would get to preschool, but this is a reminder of, you know, what Herbalife obviously has been able to give us, but also a reminder of his journey as well. So, you know, in this photo on the end there, last year we actually took our family to Fiji for our 10th wedding anniversary holiday, and, you know, I was doing some work by the side of the pool. So how cool is it that you can work this business from anywhere? Just a quick few photos, and, you know, Dean, this is what you have got to look forward to for the Rising Star experience. So this photo at the top here was our Rising Star experience. So, you know, if you guys don't know much about what happens when you go Active World Team for the very first time, for the next big event, whether that be World Team, School or Spectacular, you actually get all your flights paid for, your accommodation paid for, everything. So we did our Rising Star experience at Spectacular 2019, and you know, we got to go on the President's Team bus. I still remember chatting to Mark Paulson on the bus. He probably doesn't remember it, but that's okay. And, you know, I've got to go from the Hilton in Adelaide, where we got to stay, and we were taken by bus across to Spectacular every single day, you know, and taken back to our motel on the President's Team bus. And it's so cool, like the experience, like the company goes all out for you guys. This photo down the bottom was at that same Spectacular at the VIP dinner that Alan and I qualified for. There in the middle is Christy Walsh. I think she shared on the call earlier this week. And on the right there is my sponsor, Tanya Wilson, at that dinner. In the middle there is a photo, and this, you know, we qualified for our very first vacation last year to Vietnam, which was really awesome. You know, the company goes all out, you know, to reward you guys reward us, sorry, for what we do in people's lives. So how cool is that? And so this photo in the middle was actually taken at the bar at the hotel where we were staying in Vietnam, and that's Wayne Levy there to my left. Brand new President's Team member. And this photo was actually taken the day that royalties were run, and that I officially went Global Expansion Team, just less than 2 years in the business, doing the business, which is really cool. And then on the right there is Alan and I with Tanya Wilson a couple of years ago at a dinner that we qualified for in Christy and Rob Walsh's penthouse in the Gold Coast, which was really cool. So, you know, guys, I'm just going to quickly do some really simple stuff about, you know, you know, a little bit of training. Like, it's going to be very simple, pretty much to help you guys, you know, wherever you might be, if you're just brand new as a 25% member, right through to anywhere. So, you know, obviously, you know, and you guys probably all heard all these headings, so I'm just going to go over it, but go into it a little bit more. So every single day, you know, use the products to be the best version of yourself. You know, it's that 80-20 rule, you know, 80% nutrition, 20% exercise, and then 100% mindset. So make sure that you're using the products every single day. Make sure you're getting that exercise in where you can, and obviously also, you know, doing personal development every single day. And I really love this, you know, the major key to your better future is you. And that's, you know, exactly where it starts with, is you. Anywhere in this business, whether it be just using the products to get a great results, right through to building a business. Yeah, it starts with you. You know, guys, you know, wear the brand. So, you know, wear the badge. Look, I actually have never used the, you know, lose weight now badge. I've never worn it because I just too embarrassed. And I'm okay to share that. Or, you know, use, you know, wear the clothing. It's really good to, you know, wear something wherever you can every single day, or even if it's like, you know, using a backpack that's got Herbalife on it, just so that people know, you know, so you can promote the brand. And also, you know, the other side of wearing the brand is, you know, how do you present yourself? If you are an independent distributor with Herbalife, then, you know, you should really be presenting yourself with using the, you know, the Herbalife mission is to create a healthier and happier world, right? So, you know, you should be wearing that in your own, the way that you act, and in, you know, both in person and online. You know, it's and I'll get more into it in a second with the sharing it. But yeah, so always make sure that you're presenting yourself with what the Herbalife beliefs are and their brand. And talk about the brand. So, you know, share it with your circle of influence. You know, who do you know that, you know, wants to lose weight? Who do you know who is suffering from menopause? Who do you know that, you know, wants help after they go to the gym? So who do you know, share the products with your circle of influence, you know, and find opportunities to speak about the products, whether that be through, you know, markets, shake parties, whatever it might be that you do, you know, find opportunities to speak about the products. Social media, you know, with social media, is that it's such a massive thing these days, right? Like, I have built the majority of my global expansion team through social media on our client group, and obviously sharing the products, you know, whatnot on my own timeline as well. But, you know, my belief is that social media can be either be your doing or your undoing. So, you know, as a leader for my team, I'm like a social media Facebook Nazi. So if I see someone, you know, swearing in like one of my distributors now, you know, using a profanity in their post or whatever they might be sharing on Facebook or Instagram, I actually message them privately and say, look, you're a distributor for Herbalife. You claim that you are that you're wanting to share the brand and, you know, share a happier and healthier world. But here you are, like, you know, you're contradicting yourself, guys. So I really encourage them to present themselves professionally. I know it's social media, unfortunately, you know, people like to rant, but, you know, be really careful in what you rant about on Facebook, because, you know, I know myself, if I saw, you know, a Herbalife distributor, if I was a brand new person, and I try to do this, you know, it's really important to try to take yourself out of the box of wherever you are. If you're a world team, active world team, supervisor, or even 35%, take yourself out of the box for a second and think about what you would have thought about if someone was ranting on Facebook. What would have you thought about that person if you were a brand new person looking at Herbalife and you saw someone ranting on Facebook? You go, well, do I really want to be connected to that company if that's the only person that I know in the business? So yeah, you know, it can be your doing or your undoing. And DMO. So I love shake parties. I don't know and I will, you know, share more about shake parties at another point when I get more time with you guys. But I love them. In my first year of business, I did 36 shake parties, I think it was. So I just do them for anyone in my team that want a shake party. I, you know, whatever, whoever wants one, I do it for them. Last year I claimed that I was going to do 50. I did about 20, I think, or 10 or something like that. Just life got in the road and I just didn't do as many as I should have. But I just love sharing the products with my clients and with their friends and family, and it's a really great way to build business. Sorry guys, can't see the chat there, so which is cool. So yeah, use demos, guys. There's so many different demos out there. Have a chat to your coach or your sponsor, and they'll be able to help you, or someone in your upline, they'll be able to help you get onto some really cool demos. A few other tips that I really love, you know, always have a sense of urgency. So, you know, I'm a firm believer, you know, try to get a shake or a story. So if you have a brand new inquiry now, so try to get a shake in a story or in a sale into, you know, your brand new inquiry within 72 hours. Like there's been so many times in my last 2.5 years where someone has inquired and I haven't been quick off the mark, you know, getting a sale into someone within the first 72 hours. And trust me, it is so hard to get them re-inspired. Like I had someone back in February actually contact me for about the 5th time about the products. I finally got on them, but you know, they started messaging me back in 2016 when I first got started on the product. So, you know, always use sense of urgency. This one here, make your own momentum. So I was actually sharing this with Dean yesterday. You know, make your own momentum in your team. And what I mean by that is that, you know, no one else can create it. So no one else can get you going to build your team. And, you know, we talk about 90-day plans. I don't know if you talk about that in your business, but, you know, 90-day plans. So it takes 90 days. What did I write here? Somewhere. I put it here somewhere. So, you know, when I say to people on my team, you know, about, you know, they want to build a business, I say to them, alrighty, you know, we need to start doing whatever your demo is. So if they want to do flyers, you know, they generally stop by about day 10. Why? Because they're like, you know, I've got no inquiries. I'm like, really? Like, you know, you're not going to get inquiries after 10 days. You need to keep doing it. So you need to keep doing something for 90 days. And generally, you know, the way that I kind of look at it, you know, that at the end of your very first day, first 90 days, you're probably starting to build a bit of momentum for yourself, you know, building a bit of your own team and, you know, maybe starting to go into cuts of something, you know, whether that be active supervisor or well team, active well team or get team or beyond, you know, and then by the end of your second 90 days, you're probably well and truly hitting your pins that you're wanting, and you're probably bringing people along with you, you know, and they're starting to hit some cuts of some pins as well. And then by the end of your third 90 days, you're probably soaring, guys. Like you probably got a whole team of your people, you know, hitting lots of different pins, whether that be well team, active well team, get team. So you just got to keep going. And, you know, last year there, you know, back in April 2019, so 12 months ago, I was like, you know, I just want to do get team. Like I just had this thing in my brain, you know, I just want to do get team. So I started, you know, making that ball rolling. And I knew that I wasn't going to do my first cut in May because my numbers weren't there yet. So, you know, for those who don't aren't really familiar just yet, so well team is about 20 or so members and clients who are consistently using the product. So well team, there's 3 different ways. Chat to your sponsor or your coach about how to do these pins. Active well team, you have about 75 to 100 members, including about 5 to 10 supervisors. And then get team, you have about 175 to 200 members, plus about 20 to 30 supervisors. So you know, because of obviously all the volume points and the numbers that go into it. So in July, April last year, I was like, no, I'm going to start making my own momentum. And by July, I did my first cut of get, you know, one after the other. And I just basically soared through it because of the reason that I put in the work 3 months prior and it started to come to fruition in July. So in July, I've got to remember exactly, I think I had about 4 or 5 new supervisors, 5 or 6 new supervisors in my team. I had a brand new active well team member. I had people doing cuts of well team as well. And they were my first 3 lines. But you know, the work that I did for that didn't happen in July. The work I did for that happened like 3 months prior, right? So does that make sense? Like, start that momentum, guys. So if you start today or, tomorrow, don't expect something to happen next week or in a month's time. Expect it to happen in 3 months' time. So, which is kind of cool. Next thing, build relationships, guys, with your team. Build relationships with anyone in your team. So it doesn't matter how many lines deep. And I was saying this to Dean yesterday, is that I got a girl, and so Herbalife is very fair. If you guys aren't sure yet, Herbalife is a very fair company once you start getting into the business of it. And you need to, once you get to supervisor, you need to re-qualify every year, right? So it's about being fair that you sustain that 50%, but also keeping your supervisors down the line as well. You've got to do so much volume points. And I had a girl. She was a 4th line supervisor. I first of all got to know her when she first jumped on the products back in November 2018. Got to know her, built a relationship with her, helped her get her results. I didn't know her before Herbalife, so she's 4 lines deep. And because of how fair Herbalife is, at the 1st of February this year, guess what? Guess where she's now sitting? First line. Because everyone in between did not qualify. And guess what? She wants to be World Team by September, so she can come to World Team School. She will be my next frontline active World Team line. And you know what? And that's because I've built those relationships. So don't just go, I'm just going to build a relationship with my frontline. No, build deep, guys, because you just never know where your diamonds will come from. So, the next part, art of promotion and recognition. So, use promotion, promote the new products coming, promote. Like Herbalife have amazing promotions that come out all the time, right? They have really cool, buy an ultimate pack and you get this shaker or whatever it is. Promote it, guys. So you just never know who might want to get on it or get part of that or be part of it. And recognition, I put a post up on our leaders page a few weeks back about recognition. So, when you're in the workforce, what is a worker's recognition? This, right? So where, money, you get recognized for your work that you do in your pay packet. Whereas with Herbalife, they're forever recognizing people with vacays, recognizing people with great trips when you go on active world team, recognizing you in we do in Australia. I don't know if you're doing in New Zealand, but at the end of the month, they recognize everyone who moved up to supervisor, world team, etc., etc. And the really cool thing is that, if you just give people a little bit of recognition, they seem to just want to do that little bit more work, right? So, recognize your people, recognize them on the leaders chat, recognize your clients for, the little, 500 grams of loss, because to some people, it might have been really hard before Herbalife to lose that 500 grams. So you just never know, a little bit of recognition can go a long way and can do so much for you guys in your business. I hope this is really helping. It's really fun. Which is cool. So, learn the art of promotion and recognition. Quickly, just to finish off on this one, guys, make a dream board. When I first started Herbalife as a business back in 2017, end of 2017, my coach, Tammy Wilson, said, you need to make a dream board or you need to write down some goals. So this is exactly in the note. I find it kind of cool now. Because, in my first 30, I was 32 by then, I think. I'd never in my 32 years of my life been asked to write down my goals, right? Because we just go into the Groundhog Day of life pretty much, and we just keep going, and we just never seem to be able to really think hard about what our goals are and actually write them down so that we can work towards them. So, when she first asked me, I'm like, I've never done this in my life, I'm not sure what to write. And so I did this, a holiday maybe, number 2, getting to my goal weight, number 3, 2,000, I'd love to make $2,000 a month extra. So, number 3, I make at least $5,000 a month now around my 4 children from home. So, I wrote those goals down. Next one, getting to my goal weight, that's a work in progress. I got forever, right? And number 1, like I shared earlier, the holiday, we took our family and my in-laws to Fiji last year for 8 days for our wedding anniversary. And, that would not have been possible without Herbalife. So, obviously, make some goals, guys. There's no right or wrong. It's yours to share with your coach or your sponsor or mentor, whoever it is. Share it with them so they can help you reach and achieve those goals. And you know, this is my goal and my dream board now. And if you can see, like, it actually sits behind my computer. So I'm constantly looking at it and constantly being able to see exactly what, you know, our goals are as a family. So, and tick it off as you do them, guys. So you can see that you're actually achieving these. So, you know, we did the, you know, the Fiji, we've done that one. Disneyland last year, I went to, much to my husband and my children's disgust. I went to Disneyland in Hong Kong after extravaganza. So I've done that. You know, we'll do that again as a family, probably to America next time. You know, I've got financial freedom going, guys. You know, I'm able to put my kids in sports. You know, up the right-hand corner there, my eldest and my husband love Mustang cars. Please don't hold that against me. But, you know, they're forever, like, you know, like when I go off to something or, you know, whatnot, like back in February, I think it was, for the SDS in Sydney, I went to the SDS, obviously drove the 6-hour return trip. But when I was down there, my husband messaged me and goes, actually, I really like a dark red Mustang, you know, and I'm like, okay, righty-go. So, you know, have those dreams, guys. You know, we've got our groover, our vacuum cleaner, that goes around and vacuums the floors. So yeah, so which is really cool. So have that dream and, you know, do what you love and you'll never work another day in your life. I love that with Herbalife, I can work around my 4 children. I love that I can, you know, be present in their life every single day. I can earn a bit extra cash to help in the house. We can achieve dreams and goals as the time goes on. And, you know, and through all of that, you know, we're doing, we're helping, you know, spread Mark Hughes's, goals, his vision, you know, to make a healthier and happier world. And I just love, you know, that we've got his vision as well. So, you know, I hope that helped, guys. Hope that was all right.
Oh, Robyn, that is just awesome. Absolutely awesome. I see, I'm just going to ask one question on behalf of a couple of people, if I may. I see a couple of people commenting. You're famous as the shake party queen. Yep. Could you give us a bit of an idea? What is a shake party? Now, obviously, in this environment right now, we can't go do it, but what does a shake party look like for you? Are they all the same, or is it a different sort of moldable model? What is it?
Pretty much the same. So actually, I've created a bit of like my own little training, I guess you could say. Do you want me to quickly show you my tips about doing a shake party? Yeah?
Yes.
You just have to hold still while I go and find it. Okay, I'm just going to pause the share so you don't see everything on my phone, on my computer.
All right, thank you.
1 second.
Awesome. Hey, look, I might just unmute everybody for a minute. How do I do this? I've got to take back control of the meeting. Am I the host?
Do you need me to? Oh no, you can do it.
I think I've got you as the host at the moment.
Probably. To me to unmute everyone. I'll unmute everyone. I got the power.
Okay, cool.
Oh no, I can't even do it myself. Everyone might have to unmute themselves.
Make host.
I can only unmute myself. Or mute myself.
Maybe I'm just.
Oh,
there we go.
Got it. Robyn. I'm loving your sparkle, Robyn. It's fabulous. Thank you so much. Your wealth of information and knowledge is phenomenal.
It's only new, guys. Like, I've only done this for a couple of years now. And look, you know, the thing is that, you know, make it your own Herbalife. Like, don't think that you need to fall into someone else's mold. Obviously, as long as you're doing all of what you need to do, like, you know, the rules and regulations and ethics and stuff, you know, make it your own Herbalife. And that's what, you know, I love about it. So, like, I was just, I put it on my leaders chat last night. So, because of my son being, you know, autoimmune disease, you know, 2.5 weeks ago, we were contacted by his specialist in Sydney saying you need to now go into isolation. Like, you have to pull all the kids out and you're in it indefinitely. And, you know, I have to say, I'll admit that I've struggled with follow-up in the last couple of weeks because I've been trying to balance work and kids and schooling and all the rest of it. It's really tough. But, and last night there, I've actually, with the follow-up, is that I've every day of the week, you know, every day of the week, I don't know if I've got follow-up sheets for every day of the week. So, and everyone will fall on at least one of the days of the week. So, they'll fall on at least 3 of the days of the week. So I'm following up with everyone constantly. And that's the way that I'm finding that it's the best way at the moment for me to keep on track, because otherwise someone's going to get missed.
Yeah.
So that's what I've done so far. That's really brand new. That's like 3 days in. And so it's keep changing it. You're not, You're not set into a certain way of doing it, right?
Yeah.
Which is cool. Do you want me to stop the share? Does anyone else have any questions? Okay.
No.
I'll
Go
quickly
for it.
share. I
Yep.
shared this at the Sydney STS in February, and I also shared it, you know, the couple of STSs that I've been the guest speaker for. So fingers crossed. Can you guys see that about shake parties?
You can see you at the moment.
Oh, crikey, what am I doing?
I think you need to click start a new share.
Oh my goodness, that's probably, what have I done? I've lost
It's
everything.
okay.
Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to go find you.
No, you're
I've
fine.
literally lost everyone.
Robyn.
Oh, hang on, here we are. Ha, here you go. Sweet. Now where are you? Surely I left you there. Yep. Sorry, I'm still learning how to use this. No,
All right.
that's
Great.
no,
You got it. Yep.
no, it's the wrong one. I don't know how do I find?
So you need to, I think you need to go into a new window, open a new window and double click on it and then click that back in as you're sharing that you're going to do.
This is the new, you know what I'm going to just do? Let me just stop the share. I'll just quickly pass the slides over to this new one. That will make life easier.
Cool.
Less thinking on my behalf, right?
Yep.
I'll just stick it at the bottom of my current slideshow. All right. Let's give this a cracker. Share. Ah, sweet. Can you see that?
You. Go you.
Oh, mate, I've just learned that. Woo, that's cool.
Nice.
Right, learning something every day, right? Never stay the same. Okay, so shake parties. I love taking my children to the shake party. I reckon the reason why they want to come is so they can eat all the food, and I always have to like hold them back so they don't get into the snacks before the adults have got into it. So, you know, this is basically my shake party tips. Like, you know, this is stuff that I've just come to find over the time that I've been doing shake parties. I still remember my very first shake party. You know, I had, so, you know, about keeping it simple. So my very first shake party, I think I've been on the products about 8 weeks. I teamed up with a girl that that lives locally to me, and she's a sideline member of mine. And I think we had about 10 products between ourselves. So guys, don't go out buying all the different products, you know, just so that you've got them on display. Have a chat to your coach or your mentor. They may actually have empty containers. So I actually hold on to empty containers and give it to like a whole display onto one of my coaches or leaders. So at least, you know, if they have not, or my newbies, so if they don't have all of the products yet, at least they've got them there, because they probably haven't been able to invest in every product yet, especially if they're like 25% or 35% off. But yeah, so keep it simple, guys. You know, don't overthink these things. So, you know, safety in numbers and law of average. I really love this. You know, so law of average. So make sure that when you go to invite people to your shake party, invite everybody. You know, safety in numbers. And so the thing that you know, and I think it might be on the next one, but I did a shake party last year, and this is where I got this tip from, was that this shake party, there was 7 people coming to the shake party, which also included me, and 5 of those people were already in my team, existing, you know, on the products, had been getting amazing results, and 2 of the people that came to the party had never been on the products before. Guess what? They both, you know, listened to us, they listened to the results, and they both purchased from that party, right? So, you know, safety in numbers, guys. You know, invite as many people as you can, but also invite people who are already on the products, because stories sell the products. Okay, so, you know, the next thing, only briefly share about the products at your shake party. I still remember one of my early shake parties. I think it was in my very first Cut of Well team, and I had this shake party, invited like 20 people. I think about 10 people turned up. I spent like 30 minutes talking about the products. No one bought from that shake party, and you know, I'll spend like 5 minutes on each product. It's ridiculous. Anyway, and afterwards, you know, I spoke to my upline. I think it might have been Melissa Martin that I spoke to, and I was like, right, yeah. Oh, sorry, I can hear myself. Yeah, and I remember getting on the phone to her. I'm like, I don't know what I've done wrong. Like, I must have failed. And she goes, you didn't fail. Let's talk through what you did and let's fix it up a little bit. And I told her, and she goes, well, that's where you went wrong, Robyn. You spent far too long talking about the products and about the company. I'm like, sweet, what do I do? So I literally, when I first start the party, like, obviously people are coming in, got music playing, and have snacks out on display. And I once everyone gets there, I just literally get everyone together and I share about Herbalife and about the programs and briefly about the products for and I'm literally standing there for no more than 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. That's it. Like, I literally just go, Herbalife, we've been around for 40 years. We're in over 90 countries around the world. We have, over 300 scientists and doctors that work on our products. #1 nutrition company in the world. We've got programs for weight loss, weight maintenance, weight gain, and then we just pretty much, and then I just go through and 3 things about each product, because you just never know where people are at with, what they're wanting. People are so private about their health as well. So you might find that people will come back to you afterwards. So say if it's like cellulite, I just go, it's good for fluid retention. It's great for, healthy balance of water, and great for cellulite. So 3 different things. And the thing is that afterwards people will come up to you and go, well, what's that supplement that's really great for cellulite? And, because I picked it up in what you're saying in your in your presentation, and they'll come back to you later because, that's what they're wanting it for their goals. So really briefly, guys, don't bore the people out. Have a couple of wow shakes. I normally ask the host, what is your, your shakes that you love, because human beings are a really funny breed. They generally like to buy what their host or their friend buys, or they like to make the shake that their friend likes. So always take it back to the host. Get their shakes that they love. Make a couple of wow shakes. Have both Herbie related and unrelated snacks. I've had a shake party where the host invited a whole heap of people, and she had some siblings there that are very negative Nancy's about Herbalife, and they it wouldn't have gone down well if everything was just about with the Herbie products. So have some carrots and dip there, or crackers and dip. Have whatever, protein balls, protein chocolates, CR7 jellies, whatever it is. So have both Herbie related and unrelated snacks. Get the host or others to make the tea and shakes and snacks. So teaching them on the job. So this girl here, she is actually was my very first, she's my only at the moment active world team member. And this, I think she might have been in her 3rd cut of world team, 3rd cut maybe of world team when she did, when we did this shake party. So, teaching her on the job, and she goes and does her own things now, and, teaching them on the job. So, these are just some shake parties. I've done a shake party, the one over the top right with the products outside. That was for one of my frontline supervisors. We had about 40 people at that shake party. It was actually her sister plays soccer for a local soccer team. And, the sister was like, why don't you, I'm having like a barbecue with the team. Do you guys want to do a shake party at the same time? I'm like, why not? So we did a shake party at the same time. They had a pig on the spit. It's really cool. And we got some clients from that one for the sister, for my frontline supervisor, which is cool. Yes, this is basically just the displays. You don't have to go all out. Just keep it simple if you wish to, and have it. And just a few others, pre, during, and post promotion. So I promote my shake parties on Facebook. So we do like a Facebook event, and promoting it beforehand. So promote people's results, promote your host's results, because once again, people want to get on it if they know that their friend's been using it and their results. Promote during the shake party. Like there was one of the shake parties there. It could have been the one that with all of the stuff there on the left just before. She started promoting the Facebook, the shake party once it got started. Like, we're at her place and she was promoting the shake party, and she was like, chocolates are on now and all the rest of it. And people actually turned up. They were like, oh, I forgot about it, or I wasn't going to come, but I might come now to try out these shakes and these snacks and stuff. So promote during and promote afterwards. So you just never know whether the pre-post, during or post promotion will, how they'll get people in. Yeah, so which is really cool. And then, you know, follow up afterwards with everyone who comes or everyone who is on the event, you know, follow up with them all, because you just never know, you know, like I said before, people are very private about their health journey, and they don't always like to come and ask for help at, or ask for information at the shake party, because they wouldn't like to be, you know, look like they need help. And actually, and the last one was, and it's not on this slide, you know, turn the music up and have a bit of fun. So that's basically the way that I do shake parties. Does that help?
Yeah, that's awesome. Lots of thumbs up there, Robyn. That's fantastic.
Sweet. I've just basically done an STS in one night, right?
Hey, look, they say when the student is ready, the teacher arrives, and thank you so much for arriving. We have all picked up so much tonight. There's just a wealth of information there. Your excitement and enthusiasm and passion and heartfelt, integrous way of being. We've just got it all, and we're just so grateful. Thank you. I'm just going to unmute
Can I take
everybody.
a photo?
Do that.
Hang on.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's. I'm going to do that too.
Smile.
Yeah.
That was fun. I can't wait to come over there one day. Whereabouts are you guys all from?
We're right around New Zealand, mainly Christchurch, Nelson, Wellington. I think we've got some Auckland. We've got Sydney. We've got Brisbane still on the line.
Who's from
So
Sydney
yeah,
on here? Hello, Sydney person. Hello.
Barbara and George
Hey,
in Brisbane. Yeah, Queensland.
STS when they come back
Queensland,
again.
a big pardon, George. Yeah.
I can't wait to come to New Zealand one of these days. Wellington want me to get there. I don't know if anyone was on the Wellington STS last month with Mandy Hallig. Well, I was the host, well, the speaker. But yeah, she wants to get me back over there one time. I'd love to come back to New Zealand. We actually came when we went to New Zealand for our honeymoon, like in 2009. Love New Zealand. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, so I can't wait to get back there one of these days. You guys can show me a little haunts and whatnot, so which would be cool.
Excellent.
So
We would love to.
yeah, awesome. I'm glad I could help you guys.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
It's been
Thank you.
brilliant. Thanks, Robyn.
Wonderful.
That's all right. I'm just a mum changing the world. That's all it is.
No, just about it.
Is that all?
All right. Hey,
We
look,
will
that's
see you
great.
sometime soon.
So it's good. See you all at World Team School, right, in September in Melbourne. Who put up your hand if you're already a qualified world team or above? Oh, guys, you got a chance for everyone to be at World Team School.
Yeah.
Come on. And
Well,
you know,
a couple of people have just done their first month cut for World Team.
oh,
So,
sweet
yeah.
as.
Yeah.
Well, because I was going to say something back to the building relationships with people. So 2018, and about with the shake parties is that, you know, don't ever kind of like, you know, decide not to do one for whatever reason. So I did a shake party in March 2018. I remember the girl that was, you know, the host, she lives an hour and a half away, and in the morning of the shake party, she messages me and she said, do you want to come to the shake party? I'm like, yeah, you know, I'll come, you know. She goes, but there was only 2 people going to turn up. The third person couldn't come. She was a brand new, like she just had her 3rd baby, and she they had gastro in the house, so she couldn't make it to the shake party. And part of that, you know, following it up afterwards is that I actually so it's like, you know, do I go to the shake party? Do I not? You know, it's a 3-hour round trip and all the rest of it. Anyway, I decided to go because, you know, why not? I love shake parties. Anyway, so I, you know, went and did the shake party, got home that afternoon, decided to message this girl that couldn't get to the shake party. And anyway, so she bought that night. So quiet, chatted to her. She bought an Ultimate pack, I think it was, that night. She became a supervisor. She was actually one of my very first supervisors in the next round of me trying to do the business. And she was my first World Team member 5 months later.
Wow.
So just always go that extra mile for your team.
Yeah.
So you guys, you know, you guys could be sitting here at 25% now. You can be at World Team School in 5 months' time. Plenty of time to do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
That's all right, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
It's 10 past.
Bye,
It's
Robyn.
10 past 10,
Anytime.
and I don't think any of us have got a chance of sleeping now. Everybody's going to be too excited.
Go and do some work, would you? Go and make New Zealand healthier and happier. We all
We
need it,
will.
right?
Working on it.
Yeah.
Always.
Enjoy your lockdown.
You too.
How long is your lockdown for, do you know?
Another 3 weeks at this stage.
Oh, mate, you guys have got the best part of this. They were saying today that in the news that they reckon that we'll be locked down till about July
Yeah.
in Australia.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe.
It's because you guys started late.
Wow.
Sorry?
Because you started late.
Yeah.
Yes, that could be possibly. And because they won't stop the ships coming in either.
Mm.
Or the airplanes.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I'm getting off
Keep
topic.
safe and well, Robyn. Keep
Oh.
safe and well.
You know, get to hang out at home, indefinite holidays. I was saying to our leadership the other day, I said, I honestly do not know how I'll come back from this in like 3 or 4 months' time. Like, it's indefinite holidays. It's great. Wake up at any time of the day, go get out of pajamas, and I can work from home. It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saves on work clothes.
Yeah, and some people on this call are like that too.
I've got my pajamas on the bottom. You know, this is just all you need, right?
Yeah.
Don't give ideas to these people, Robyn.
Why not? Why not? They're in your downline. You'll be like, you know, you'll be happy with them in a few months' time.
All
Oh,
right.
bless.
All right. Thanks, guys, for having me.
Thank
And
you.
you,
Thank
Stacey,
you
if
for
you
being
wish
with us,
to.
Robyn.
Good evening.
Chat to
Thanks
you
for being
guys
on the
soon.
call, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Good night.